Team collaboration, this one, that's why I'm dedicating a whole week to this as well. There's so much that could be said to this. So I tried to distill it down into the core bullet points that I see. The number one aspect here is collaborating where the work is getting done. The idea behind this is if you're using Asana, then collaborate in Asana. Train your team to collaborate in tasks. Most of the time, I see companies go, okay, Asana or ClickUp or Monday is project management. And then over here, we have Slack, and that's a collaborative tool. So we're going to collaborate in Slack, and then we're going to track our projects in Asana. But what happens is it creates this giant moat between the projects and hopefully your goals and your objectives and the work that's getting done, and then all the communication around it. That moat leads to a huge misunderstanding of, let's say you want to look back on a project or a task or a discussion, trying to find that inside of Slack and or Teams or GChat and trying to relate that to the work getting done is so difficult. It's nearly impossible. So if you bring those two together, collaboration will skyrocket, and it's not difficult. This is one of the easiest things to implement. Again, the Slack collaboration concept, it's not great. One of the tips that I give out a lot is if you think about real-time messaging tools like Slack and Teams and GChat, use those as urgent. So if I need to get an urgent response, Slack is perfect for that. Why? Because it's interruptive. So if I'm focused on something and a team member needs something, the way that we have it organized is they will Slack me. If I see a Slack message come in, I know they're not asking what I'm having for lunch, or they're not asking something on a project that could be done in 2 weeks. They're asking something that they need an answer to now. Slack interrupts what I'm doing. I read the message. I'm able to address it and handle it from that point, and then they get their answer and can move on. That creates a nice seamless thing. Everything else can go into ClickUp, and when I'm done focusing, I go to ClickUp inbox, and then I go through my list of questions or my list of updates and notifications, and it's not interruptive. And that variance in the workflow and collaboration is massive when it comes to improving just overall efficiency and, for me, retaining sanity throughout a workday. So, but a lot of times this is on a spectrum as well. So some people only want to work in Slack. Some people never want to touch Slack. And so for each individual company and culture, it's finding where that balance is as well.